everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Baking Diva. It's really good to see all of you. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you like what you see, hit the red subscribe and the little bell next to it till it turns gray, and you'll get a notification when my next video's up. That's it. They only send you one notification, but at least you won't miss it. Well, it's been a hot minute since I've been able to get here and do episode 6 of my series, The Perfect Pokes. May has been crazy, and June so far. I mean, we had one thing after another. In May we had Father's Day, we had my grandson's proms, we had graduations, we had so many things. We had birthdays, so many things going on. And then on top of it all, about 8 days ago, my adult son, who lives with us, came down with COVID. Oh, and he didn't have a good case of it. In fact, actually today is his first day out of his room quarantine. And if that wasn't enough, my hubby, who has some health issues, to say the least, about maybe 3 days ago or 4 days ago, he came down with COVID. So one is out of their room now, and the other one is quarantined in the room. So I was playing nurse to both of them. Now, so far, I haven't come down with it. I don't know. Knock on wood, this isn't wood. Maybe it's all the vitamins I take. Maybe it's all that lemon water I drink all day. I don't know. But if you believe in prayer, say a prayer for me that I don't get it. Oh, I can't believe it. It's been a tough month. But anyway, I am back, and I wanted to make sure I presented to you episode 6 of my series, The Perfect Pokes. And you all should know by now what a poke is. It's a poke cake. And a poke cake is a cake that you bake. You bake it in a 9x13 baking pan. You either start out with your own batter, or you can use, today I'm going to start off with this hack, and I'm going to use this red velvet cake mix. You bake your cake, you take it out. I'll show you what you do next, but you're going to poke, lots of holes in it. You're going to spread on it this creamy lusciousness. It's going to seep into those holes you poked. And then you're going to frost it. And let me tell you, they are all delicious. So if you haven't seen the other ones I made, go back and take a look. There were some really good ones. I thought so. And one thing about poke cakes is you always keep them in the refrigerator. I like to make them the day before or the night before. I keep them in the refrigerator all night, and then I take them out the next day when I'm ready to serve them. And then if you have any leftovers, you put them back into the refrigerator. So, enough talking. What do you say we get started? Let's get started. All right. First thing I did was preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Now, I have my 9x13 baking pan. Mine happens to be glass. You can use any baking pan you want, as long as it's a 9x13. And I sprayed it with the non-stick spray that has some flour in it. So first you're going to preheat your oven, and you're going to prepare your pan. So let me move this out of the way for now. So step 1 is pretty darn easy. You're going to start off with the cake mix, and that's why so many of these poke cakes are so easy, because a lot of them you can start out with the prepared mix. It saves a lot of time, and it's summertime. Who wants to be stuck in the kitchen with the oven on and fussing? This is just an easy one. So, I'm using today a Duncan Hines red velvet cake mix. You can use any brand you want. And what you're going to do is you're going to prepare this cake mix as per the box instructions. So let me put it in here. And whatever it tells you to add to the cake mix on the box, that's what you're going to do. So let me get this all in here. Gee, I cut a little slit in it, but maybe it wasn't big enough. Oh, doesn't want to cooperate. Come on, get out of there. There you go. All right, now I know this calls for 3 eggs. It's not playing nice with me today. There you go. I'll put it over here. Calls for 3 eggs, so I'm going to put those in now. It calls for 1 cup of water. Let's get that in there. And it calls for 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. So we'll get that in there. Let me raise the bowl. Whoopsie. And I'm going to mix this until it's all combined as per the instructions on the cake mix. So let me do this, and after it's done, I'll show you what we do next. Okay, looks pretty well combined to me. So let me just lower that. And of course, you're probably getting oh, this is so heavy. Let me move it out of the way. I need more muscles. Anyway, you're probably so tired of seeing me lick the batter, but come on. That's the best part, licking the batter. This one's really good. All right, let me put this aside. Okay, so I'm gonna pour my mixture into my prepared 9x13 pan. Look at that, lusciousness. Ooh, yeah. Nice and deep red velvet. Isn't there a song? Red velvet in the summertime, baby, or something like that. I don't know. All right. It's pretty hot here in New Jersey today. It was about 90 yesterday, and it's about 90 again today. I would have loved to have gone to the pool, but I think I better wait. Too much going on in this house right now. If the hubby needs me, I need to be here. Alrighty, look at that. Okay, so now smooth this around. I'm gonna put this in my 350 degree oven. What do you think? Should I? You're darn tootin'. So good. So I'm going to put this in the oven for the time it tells you on the box for a 9x13 inch cake. And this says 24 to 29 minutes. So I will check this at the 24-minute mark. I'll put a toothpick in. If it comes out dry, I'll know it's done. If not, I'll let it bake for a few more minutes. And then I will take it out, show you what we do next. So don't go away. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, the cake baked perfectly at 24 minutes. Now, usually when I'm making a poke cake, I let it sit for about 5, maybe 10 minutes while it's still warm. But this cake, it tells you to just let it sit for a few minutes, and then you want to start doing your poking. Now, what do you poke with? If you have a wooden spoon, use the handle of your wooden spoon. I happen to have a spatula here with a wooden handle, but you need something like this. Now, in this particular red velvet poke cake, we want to make sure that the holes we poke in there are big enough. Like some people will, I don't know, they'll take a knife, a butter knife, and put all little slits in there. No. You want to make holes. You want to poke, and we're going to make the rows of holes. There might be 1, 2, 3, 6 or 7 in a row. We're going to start from one end and go to the other end. Now this is pretty hot. So let me see if it's too hot to start poking. Here we go. All the way down. No, this is fine. I'll hold it up and show you. I think we're going to do about 5 or 6 in a row. Let me do another row and then I'll show you. Push it all the way down. You can dance, you can let your kids do it. Poke, 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 la la la, I am cray cray. Any of you watch me for quite a while, you know that. But you can have fun baking. Let me try and hold this up and show you what those holes look like when we poke them. Can you see that? Right, so I'm going to keep poking until I get from the right to the left. I want to make sure that these are nice size holes. Yeah. Now, what's the purpose of poking these holes? Because what we're going to put on top of this cake is going to seep into the cake, and we want to make sure it seeps into those holes. So when the cake is nice and warm, it has a better chance of seeping in. And sometimes if you wait too long and you start poking when the cake is cold, the cake starts to get a little crusty on the top and doesn't always work out. So normally we wait about 5 or 10 minutes until the cake is warm. But this one, there we go. We're going to do it now. So let me hold it up again and show you. We just have holes poked all over the cake. So let me put this aside over here for a minute. Now what are we going to do next? We are going to take 2 boxes of instant cheesecake pudding mix. This happens to be Jell-O, cheesecake, Jell-O. Instant pudding and pie filling. So these are 3.4 ounces. We need 2 of them. We need 4 cups of cold milk. So this measuring cup happens to be 4 cups. So I'm going to get my cold milk out of the fridge and pour it in here. Just a minute. Okay, so I'm going to put my cheesecake pudding and pie filling in first. This is so easy. You know, there's a couple of different versions of red velvet poke cakes, but I wanted to make this one for you because it's quick. It's a quick one. It's an easy one. With the summer, it's not a big hassle. I mean, you only have your oven on for a little more than 20 minutes, and that's it. It stays in the fridge, and these poke cakes can usually, if they last that long, can stay in the refrigerator for about 5 days, but yours probably won't last that long, trust me. They're so good. Let me move this over here. All right, so now I'm going to put in 4 cups of the milk. Do it a little bit more since I put my pudding in first. There we go. That's about it. Okay. And now, take your whisk, and you're going to whisk it until there's no more lumps in there. So let me do that now. I'm going to do it off camera, and then I'll be back to show you how this meets the pokes. Okay, so I'm just whisking it for a few minutes. It doesn't have to get real thick. You just want to make sure there's no lumps in it. So this is looking pretty good to me. All right, now I'm going to bring over my cake that has all the pokes in it, and I am going to, let me make a switch here. I am going to pour this cheesecake filling all over the top of this warm cake, paying attention to the holes I poked in and trying to make sure that I fill up all those holes. So let me put this over here. Here we go, ready? So easy. Look at that. Woo! Get your kids into the kitchen or your grandkids and let them help you make this. All these poke cakes are so much fun. And the kids love poking the holes in them. Look at this. Oh yeah. Can you imagine? This red velvet with the cheesecake pudding in it. Oh yeah. Gonna get it all over the top. It's just starting to thicken. Get it all. And then I'm going to take my spatula and I'm just going to spread it over the top, making sure, you know, that all the holes are filled. All right, well, let's do do this. Looking good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. And after 2 hours, I'm going to take it out and then we're going to finish it off with the topping. So, don't go away. Okay, I took the cake with the pudding mixture over it out of the refrigerator. Now what I'm going to do next, and this is optional, but I think it's the, how do you say, icing on the cake? No, whatever. But I'm going to take some Oreo cookies. I just have your basic Oreos. I wanted to get the red velvet Oreos. I thought they would be cool, but of course the store was out of them. They didn't have them. So I'm going to just take a Ziploc bag. I'm going to take maybe about, I don't know, about 10 of these Oreo cookies, and I'm going to chop them up in this baggie. Just crush them a little bit. Let me see, how many is that? Don't have to be exact. I'll throw a few extras in. It's just about 1 row. And I'm going to take just whatever you want, a rolling pin, a hammer, a spoon. Just chop them up. I like to do it with the side of my spoon. All right. And then I am going to make this as easy as could be. I am going to spread Cool Whip on the top of that poke cake. And then I'm going to put these crushed Oreos on top. And then I'm going to put it back in the refrigerator for overnight. And I may not leave it in quite overnight because I know you all love me to do a taste testing. But normally you leave it in overnight. It gives it a chance to just, have all the flavors seep into it, and it's just delicious. All right, I think that's about it. All right, so let me move that aside. You can use Cool Whip or store brand, whatever you like. So I'm going to put some dollops of this on top of the cake. Alrighty, and then I'm going to take my little spatula and I'm going to spread it on the top. Alrighty. Like I say, you could get fancier with this if you want. You could maybe make a cream cheese topping or whatever, but like I said, this is the easy version. It's summertime, and we don't want to all be stuck in the kitchen. So I want to remind you that if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you want to see episode 7 coming up of my poke cakes, don't forget to go down and hit that red subscribe and the little bell next to it till it says all. It's funny because I have a lot of subscribers. I'm still a small channel, but I have a lot of subscribers, but lately the views are down, and I don't know if more people are just not watching YouTube. There's a lot going on in the world, I know that. If it's maybe because it's summertime and people aren't baking as much, but YouTube really doesn't look as much at the subscribers as it does at the views, and it loves the thumbs up. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, because when YouTube sees those thumbs up, then YouTube helps to promote your channel. And if they don't help to promote your channel, it's really hard for your channel to grow. This was so easy to do. Look how nice that spread on there. Alrighty, I'm going to get it on the edges. I'm going to sprinkle my Oreos on top. And like I say, if you don't want the Oreos, that's fine. But I want them. I want that little extra touch. Alright, so let's get our crushed up Oreos. I'm going to put these babies on the top. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You can make them as big or as small as you like. And then this is going in the fridge. Okay, I'll put a picture in for you. And like always, I'll put the recipe in the description box for you should you want to make it. And I hope you will, because it's fun to watch me make it, but it's more fun for you to make it and eat it, right? Oh yeah. All right, look at this. Oh yeah. All right, so for now, Let me get this covered with some plastic wrap. Let me get it in the refrigerator, and I'll be back later so we can do a taste testing together. See you on the other side. Hi everyone, I'm back for a taste testing. Look at this beauty. Ooh, and it's nice and cold. Normally I would leave it in the refrigerator overnight and I'd serve it the next day. But I know you love me when I do a taste testing, so I took it out, but it should be pretty chilled. And then I'll just put it back in the refrigerator. So let's give this baby a try. I'm gonna cut up a corner piece here. I have this little square spatula that usually works pretty good for the corner, so let's see. I don't like taking out corner pieces, but this looks good. Oh my, let me see. Dolores, oh, look at that. Let me put this down over here. Look at this. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh, wow. The cream coming down in the inside the pudding, and it'll seep down more as it stays in the refrigerator tonight. So let's get on with this. Oh, it looks so good. All right. The Oreos on the top get soft, you know, because it's in the refrigerator and they're really good. Let me see, the cake is moist. Oh boy. Look at this. It's really good. I'm not kidding you. It's delicious. I would definitely put the Oreos on top. It just gives it a little, I don't know, substance more to it, if that's what you want to call it. Oh, that cream filling is delicious. And I love it because it's not real sweet. It's just sweet enough. You know, I like desserts, but I don't like overly sweet desserts. This is just perfect. It's delicious. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, so good. I can't wait to finish it. I appreciate really all of your support. I really wouldn't have the channel without you. You know I love you all. If you want to see episode 7, make sure you subscribe. And have a wonderful week. What do I always say? Well, I will see you all very soon. Toodles!